I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. This game was so bad. This game was so bad. Middle of the third quarter. Actually, not even the beginning. Not even the middle. Beginning of the third quarter. Jalen Williams stepped back three. I think we went from 0 for 5 to 0 for 6. Missed a three. I paused the game. Went on YouTube TV and paused the game. You know what I did? I started doing chores. Yep. I started doing chores. Plugged the vacuum in. Saw some crumbs on the floor. Wife said she needed me to help around the house. Got you, babe. Don't even worry about it. Let me handle that for you. Vacuum the floor. Put the food away. She made a good meal. Put the food away. I realized we ain't had no containers. I'm like, why we got no containers? Put the food away. We had some food from like a couple days ago we didn't eat. So, I just went in there, threw it out, took the trash out, cleaned the containers, hand washed them, put the food away, drank some water, hydrated, took a shower, came back, and just knew it was over. Just knew it was over. Now, I watched the entire game. I've said this on a couple videos before. I will, on purpose, watch the game to make sure I watch every moment. And I finished the entire game. I finished the entire game. It took a long time for me to finish the entire game. It took me a long time to finish that third quarter because that was one of the worst games I've seen as a Thunder fan, probably since the pandemic, probably since that like 2019 2020 season. This one hurt a lot. Um, and quite frankly, I'd rather talk about anything else. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Jalen Williams minus 40 gave every single point that he gave us in game 5 and gave it back. Caruso had a record, I think, plus minus 47 or 50 in one game in the Denver series or the Minnesota series. I forgot which one, but he had a top 10 or top 15 plus minus 33 tonight. Didn't even score. SGA couldn't find a shot. 7 for 15. Just looked abysmal. People said that the worst play from or the play that they knew the game was over was the play in which Chet missed the alley oop. That was a significant play. This was it right here. A, a turnaround, no look, fast break, dunk, up 20, going into the second half. Look at this again. Look- Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. This is hard. This is worse than game one because we don't typically get blown out like this. All players played 91 points. Indiana takes game 6 to tie the series up 3-3, 108 to 91. Leading scorer is Obi Toppin with 20. Had a couple points in the during garbage time that he ended up hitting some key shots to get him past that for 20 points. Tyrese Haliburton, 14 points, 5 assists, 1 rebound. Again, not a great game from him, but had a couple really long range threes that really just iced the game. Really strong play overall by everybody on that team. Siakam, in my opinion, if the Pacers are to win this series, will probably walk out with Finals MVP, double double, 16 points, 13 rebounds, 3 assists. Really strong on the defensive side too. TJ McConnell and Obi Toppin are not getting enough credit for what they've been doing in this series. Obi Toppin has been hitting some very, very clutch shots in the corner for the three. TJ McConnell at 33 years old is running all up and down the court, out hustling everybody, out rebounding everybody, causing turnovers. I mean, the stat line is insane. 12 points, 6 assists, 4 steals, 9 rebounds, plus 10 and 24 minutes. He's actually somebody that I'm afraid of going into game 7 because he can change a lot of things very fast. It doesn't have to do it in scoring, but he does it in so many other effective ways. I mean, that is one of the most impressive stat lines you will see from a person coming off the bench in a long time. 12, 4, 6, 9. I mean, he's just all over the place. He led the team in turnovers, but who cares? Because he gave it all back. Look, guys, I don't know what happened with this whole Tyrese Haliburton injury. I kind of feel like it was the same thing with Aaron Gordon, and I'll get to that in a second too. Actually, I'll get to it now. I don't remember where I saw the post, and I'm gonna look it up right quick just to make sure because I remember someone saying that this series is eerily similar to the Denver series. Give me a second. I'm gonna see if it's right there. Shout out to Thunder. Shout out to Thunder Twitter. I don't think this is the exact This wasn't the exact post, but game 1, Aaron Gordon. Game 1, Tyrese Haliburton. Blowout win in game 2. Not as much a considerable blowout win in game 2 against Denver. Not as big as a blowout in game 2 this time around with the Pacers. Loss in game 3, which is right now the famous SGA smile, but that can turn into something completely different if he loses. Clutch win in game 4, but it was really close. A significant statement win in game 5, and a blowout loss in game 6. Now, the only things I will change in this scenario is game 2 wasn't a blowout like it was for Denver for us. Game 6 wasn't a blowout like it was in Denver either. Denver, I think, beat us by 12. If I'm thinking right, it was 119 to 107. I think it was like a 12-point game. So now we go to game 7 where Denver we won and had a blowout victory and won 93 to 125 against Denver. Between the injuries to players, between the fake injuries, because Aaron Gordon might not have been exactly injured, and I don't think Haliburton is as injured as he says he is either. I think we win game 7 just with how all of this is going. And I think we get the win on Sunday. But this hurts. I think I texted 6 or 7 people like, yo, tonight's the night. I had a picture where I like held up my Thunder jersey with a face like, yeah, boy, we about to win this. Yeah. And I don't know if they're waiting to get me back on Sunday to see if the Pacers win and like just let me go all the way through. One of my boys just responded back. Shout out to TJ. He just said, hey, well, game 7. He's the only person that responded back. People read the message and said, all right, we'll see. I saw a couple Pacers in the 7 responses. Look, All I'm asking for is a masterpiece performance from all of our guys. This was not our game tonight, and I really, the alley oop from Chet was one thing. The Haliburton pass was really the thing for me because that was the wildest transition play I've seen in a long ass time. So shout out to Haliburton, shout out to Siakam for making that happen. I'm not gonna be a fan that doesn't truly look at a great play and think that was a good night. And the Pacers played extremely well on the defensive end and just threw us off rhythm the entire night. We just never got into a rhythm. Um, and the shots we were taking, it just looks so bad. But here's the thing: at home, I don't see this happening again. 8 for 30, 26% from three. No. And Indiana, I'm gonna say these last two things and then I'm gonna cut out. Number one, Indiana, you did give us the game back because the way the pace of that was going in the third quarter, where y'all were missing shots and we were getting stops and getting the rebounds. If we had did what we were supposed to do and hit some of those step back threes, some of those twos, got to the paint, drew fouls, if we were doing anything we were supposed to do during that time frame, we would have cut that lead from 20, maybe get it down to 14, 13, timeout call, 7-0 run. And then you come back and y'all have a little bit of pressure, and we come back and do like a little 9-2. Okay. Now that lead was 13. Now it's down to 6. You know? Now we back into a regular game and rhythm going into the fourth quarter. So y'all came out pretty slow, and y'all came out pretty slow, and it took a while for y'all to go up 24. So the game was there for Oklahoma City to take, but they didn't do enough with their shots. So I'm hoping that the rest was there. Dagnall took all the starters out at the start of the third quarter after we went up 30. Obviously, the game was over. Shout out Isaiah Joe, man, just being our consistent 3-point shooter. I feel like he's getting, when he does play and has some strong minutes, he's getting about 2 or 3 really strong 3-pointers every day. So I'm actually really impressed with seeing him. But I didn't really see any bench production either. It just wasn't our best game overall. It just wasn't. So that's the number one thing I want to say is that y'all almost gave us the win in the third quarter. 2, I've asked y'all, and I'm guilty of it too, because I started feeling the conversation a little bit early. I asked y'all, just wait. Just wait. We started to jump the gun with SGA before he won the title, before he won the chip, before he became an NBA champion, before he becomes a presumptuous finals MVP. We don't know what Jalen Williams and Chet is going to do on Sunday. Slow down on it, because when he said during that little thing, which I hated ESPN for doing this, they were like, we're going to give you the sounds of the game because SGA is mic'd up. I'm like, he's not even playing. This ain't even about to be anything of fruit. They got him to say, Game 7, we got one game for all the marbles. We got one game for all the marbles. And let me just say what those marbles are. SGA, you probably will not see this, but I know there's some Thunder fans that will. Here's what I'm going to tell you. On the line on Sunday is the first ever championship that Oklahoma City has the potential to have in its franchise history. You have already won more games than the trio of Russell Westbrook, James Harden, and Kevin Durant. You've done that. In 7 seasons, 6 or 7 seasons, I'm going to go with 6. You got there in 2020, in 6 seasons with the Oklahoma City Thunder. You have won a scoring title, you have won most valuable player, and you have become a Western Conference champion. In 9 years, Kevin Durant became a Western Conference champion, a league MVP, and a scoring champion. You have won 3 games in an NBA Finals. He has won 1. On the line on Sunday is the opportunity for you to step in and be considered the greatest Oklahoma City Thunder player ever. Legacy is on the line for you as well. The ring culture, which is another video we'll do later down the road pretty soon. Ring culture exists. You're going to have to deal with it. It's not even just how many rings you won. It's also how many times you got there and how many times you won and how many times you lost. Regardless of your future and the rest of your career, and this goes for Tyrese Haliburton also, but specifically looking at SGA for this, your legacy is forever tarnished by the 1-0-1. You could and have the potential to be one of the greatest players that we ever seen. You have trajectory of being a top 10 player of all time. A lot of people won't say that. SGA can become a top 10 player of all time. But when you start to nitpick, if you lose on a Sunday, the nit that will be picked is that you were not undefeated in the NBA Finals. You did not go 6-0. You did not go 5-0. You did not go 4-0. You did not go 2-0. You did not go 3-0. You did not go 1-0. Whatever number of championships you would amass, let's say you get 3, you'd be forever 3-1. If you get 4, you'd be forever 4-1. It wouldn't matter. Legacy's on the line. Legacy is on the line. If you need any more motivation, Shai Gilgeous Alexander, you win this title. And correct me if I don't have my full knowledge, but I believe there's only one person that would even be close to claiming this. You would be the best Canadian player in the world that ever. You'd be the best player that came out of Canada ever winning a championship on Sunday. When you said it's for all the marbles, it's for everything. And you have had a fantastic season. You have been great. But a loss on Sunday, and we're right back to next season. Get it done. Get it done. SG, I believe in you. Jalen Williams, I believe in you. Chet, Hartenstein, Kaysen, I believe in you. Lou Dort, I believe in you. Caruso, I believe in you. Wiggins, I know y'all can get it done, man. Tonight was just a bad night. But I have a feeling and I know Game 7, all the marbles, and we take it home. We're going to get back. We're going to end up doing a with Sunday. Yeah, we'll get up Sunday morning. Picks and predictions video. So let's just wrap it up real quick. I'll do the picks. I'm not in the headspace to do the picks right now as to what we picked and what we didn't pick. Indiana 108, OKC 91, series tied 3-3, Game 7 at Paycom in Oklahoma City. Shai Gilgeous Alexander leads all scorers with 21 points. Leading scorer for the Oklahoma City Thunder tonight. Obi Toppin leading scorer with 6 and 2 steals for the Pacers. Shai 21, 8 turnovers. I didn't even see that. That's the Pacers. Whatever happened tonight's not happening on Sunday. Just be prepared. 8 turnovers isn't happening. 26% from 3 is not happening. 8 for 30 on 3 is not happening. Caruso not scoring anything, being minus 33 is not happening. Just be prepared. It is going to be a great game and a great finish to the series, but it's going to be a good show, and I'm going to be right there for it. Appreciate y'all, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Drop any knowledge below. Anything that I missed, anything I didn't talk about. Definitely want to hear from y'all as well. Until we get to y'all on Sunday, y'all have a good night. Appreciate it.